Yeah, so the blind spots on these cars are really bad. The front blind zones in particular are absolutely insane. You might have seen news stories about this where like news anchors will go out and they'll like grab a bunch of kids and their parents and like they'll have the kids sit in front of the car and they'll ask the parents to sit in the driver's seat and they'll be like, okay, at what point can you see a child in front of you? Um, and like for a Cadillac Escalade, I think it was like there had to be like 13 children lined up sitting on the ground before you could see them in front of you. And the takeaway that all of these parents take from this is, oh, they should put front cameras in the vehicle so that I can see what's in front of me.
Another thing to look
Yeah,
at.
they're like, they should put a front camera so that I can see what's in front of me.
Also, so I hate that. So I don't, my Crosstrek used to have a backup camera. I think my current car definitely has one. But if it's in the morning and your camera is iced over or foggy or it's rained or whatever, cars are now designed so that you're dependent on that camera. They make the rear windows smaller so that you're more dependent on the technology. And then when the technology doesn't work for whatever reason, are you going to say, "Oh, well, I was looking at my front camera and my out the windshield, and then edit, and my camera didn't work, and so I ran over the child"? Is that the solution we're saying?
I mean, it's not a solution exactly. But this kind of like what we call front over deaths of children has been increasing rapidly over the last 15 years to the point where roughly 700 kids last year were killed by being run over by a vehicle in their driveway. Like front over, not backed over, but front over, because their parents or the babysitter or someone who was there could not see them in front of the vehicle. And just to give you a little bit of perspective as to how fucking enormous these blind spots are, this is true, and I looked it up. You can quote me on this. The problem has gotten so bad that the front blind zone of a 2024 Cadillac Escalade and a 2024 Ford F-250 is roughly the exact same size as an M1 Abrams main battle tank.
Okay.
And the front blind zone on a GMC Sierra 2500 or a Dodge Ram Power Wagon is actually bigger than it is on this tank. You cannot see in front of you as far as you can in a fucking tank in some of these vehicles.
A not street legal tank.